Ever wondered why heartbreak feels like the worst pain, yet somehow changes you forever? Heartbreak is not just an ending, it's one of life's most powerful teachers. Heartbreak is one of those universal experiences that connects all of humanity, regardless of culture, age, or background. At some point in life, nearly everyone experiences the sting of love lost. Whether it's the end of a long-term relationship, an unreciprocated love, or the shattering betrayal of someone you trusted deeply, heartbreak has a way of making us feel like the ground beneath us has collapsed. But as devastating as it feels, heartbreak is not just a thief, it is also a teacher. Behind the tears, the sleepless nights, and the ache that lingers long after the relationship ends, there are life-changing lessons we can only learn through this kind of pain. Some of the most resilient, compassionate, and self-aware people in the world have been shaped by heartbreak. It may break you down, but it also builds you back up into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. In today's video, we'll uncover 7 life-changing lessons that only heartbreak can teach you. If you've ever had your heart shattered, you'll see that there's wisdom hidden in the pain. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and join us as we turn heartbreak into healing. Let's dive in. Lesson 1. The importance of self-worth. One of the clearest lessons heartbreak teaches is the irreplaceable value of self-worth. Many people in the depths of love lose themselves trying to please their partner. They sacrifice their own needs, silence their voices, or settle for less than they deserve, all in the name of keeping the relationship alive. But when that relationship ends, what's left? A broken heart often exposes how much of yourself you gave away. It reveals the moments when you allowed disrespect, tolerated mistreatment, or stayed silent when you should have spoken up. Heartbreak shines a light on the fact that love without self-respect is hollow. It teaches you that true love should never require you to shrink yourself or compromise your dignity. Moving forward, you begin to understand that your self-worth must be non-negotiable. A partner should complement your value, not define it. This realization is liberating. It pushes you to raise your standards, honor your needs, and never again accept a relationship that costs you your identity. Heartbreak teaches the vital lesson that before you can love anyone else fully, you must first love and respect yourself. Lesson 2. People reveal who they really are. It's easy to see someone's best side when everything is going well. In the honeymoon phase of a relationship, masks are firmly in place. But when things fall apart, those masks often come off. Heartbreak teaches you that endings, not beginnings, reveal a person's true character. During a breakup, you may see qualities in your partner you had overlooked or denied. Someone who seemed kind and patient may turn cold and distant. Someone who promised loyalty may suddenly become cruel or indifferent. Heartbreak strips away illusions, forcing you to confront the reality of who they really were. But this lesson goes beyond your ex. It also teaches you about people in general. You begin to see that circumstances, especially painful ones, reveal character more than words or promises ever could. In the rawness of heartbreak, you may notice who among your friends truly supports you and who disappears when things get hard. This awareness sharpens your instincts. You learn to pay attention not only to how people behave when things are easy, but also to how they handle conflict, disappointment, and endings. Heartbreak trains your eyes to see beyond the charm and into the character, a skill that will serve you for the rest of your life. Lesson 3. Healing takes time, not substitutes. In the throes of heartbreak, it's tempting to look for quick fixes. Some people jump straight into rebound relationships, hoping a new romance will numb the old wound. Others bury themselves in work, distractions, or even destructive habits, desperate to avoid facing the pain. But heartbreak is relentless. It demands to be felt. You can cover it up for a while, but eventually it will resurface, often stronger than before. The only real way to heal is through time, patience, and self-compassion. This is one of the hardest lessons heartbreak teaches. There are no shortcuts. Healing is not about replacing the old with the new, but about sitting with your emotions, processing the pain, and slowly rebuilding your heart. As weeks turn into months, you begin to see progress. The tears don't come as often, the memories don't sting as sharply, and one day, you wake up and realize the heaviness has lifted. That's when you understand the power of time. Heartbreak has taught you that pain doesn't last forever, and that rushing healing only delays it. Lesson 4. Pain can be transformative. Pain is never pleasant, but it is often the catalyst for transformation. Heartbreak forces you out of your comfort zone and into growth. Many people, after a breakup, discover new hobbies, passions, or career paths. They reinvent themselves in ways they never would have if they had remained in the relationship. This happens because heartbreak strips life down to its raw essentials. When you've lost something so significant, you are faced with the question, who am I without this relationship? The search for that answer can lead to self-discovery and transformation. History and art are filled with examples of people who turned heartbreak into masterpieces: songs, poems, novels, paintings. The intensity of the pain can unlock creativity, resilience, and drive. You begin to realize that pain, while harsh, is also a powerful teacher. Through heartbreak, you learn that even the darkest chapters of life can produce light. Pain transforms you, often shaping you into someone wiser, stronger, and more in tune with your authentic self. Lesson 5. Boundaries are essential. One of the most crucial lessons heartbreak teaches is the necessity of boundaries. In many failed relationships, the absence of boundaries is part of the reason for the downfall. Perhaps you allowed repeated disrespect. Perhaps you gave endless chances. Perhaps you blurred the line between love and sacrifice. Heartbreak reminds you that boundaries are not walls meant to keep love out. They are gates that allow healthy love in while keeping harmful behavior out. They protect your peace, your dignity, and your emotional well-being. After experiencing heartbreak, many people realize they must set clearer limits. They learn to say no when needed, to walk away from toxic dynamics, and to demand respect in relationships. This shift is life-changing. With boundaries in place, you are no longer at the mercy of others' behavior. You become the guardian of your heart. Heartbreak teaches you that love without boundaries is not love, it is self-abandonment. Lesson 6. Love alone is not enough. Popular culture often glorifies love as the ultimate solution to all problems. Movies, songs, and stories tell us that love conquers all. But heartbreak teaches a different, more sobering truth. Love alone is not enough. A relationship requires more than passion and affection. It needs respect, trust, communication, shared values, and compatibility. Without these pillars, love eventually crumbles under the weight of unmet needs and unresolved conflicts. Heartbreak drives this lesson home. You may realize that despite deeply loving someone, the relationship was not sustainable because the foundation was weak. This understanding is painful, but it prepares you for future relationships. You begin to approach love with more clarity. You still cherish passion and affection, but you also prioritize respect, trust, and alignment of values. Heartbreak teaches you to seek a love that is not only strong but also sustainable. Lesson 7. You're stronger than you thought. Finally, perhaps the most empowering lesson heartbreak teaches is that you are stronger than you imagined. When the relationship first ends, the pain feels unbearable. You may think you'll never recover, but as time passes, you realize you can survive what once seemed impossible. This strength is not just about moving on from one relationship, it spills over into every area of your life. Once you've survived heartbreak, other challenges seem less daunting. You've faced one of the hardest emotional experiences and come out alive. That knowledge gives you confidence and resilience. Heartbreak teaches you that even when you're broken, you can heal. Even when you've lost, you can rebuild. Even when you've been abandoned, you can stand tall again. The pain doesn't just break you, it proves that you are unbreakable. Heartbreak is not something anyone seeks out, yet it is one of life's greatest teachers. It teaches the importance of self-worth, reveals true character, forces patience and healing, transforms pain into growth, highlights the necessity of boundaries, reminds us that love is not enough on its own, and proves our inner strength. The lessons learned from heartbreak are etched deep into the soul, and though painful, they become the foundation for wiser, healthier, and more fulfilling relationships in the future. So if you're in the middle of heartbreak right now, remember this: the pain you feel today is shaping the wisdom you'll carry tomorrow. Heartbreak hurts, but it also heals, and in the end, it makes you stronger than you ever thought possible. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights, encouragement, and stories of love, loss, and growth. Because your best days are still ahead of you.